Rob, have you been?
Guys, nothing has changed for you.
Can we be careful with that one?
Motherfucker, sit down, shut up, stay in your own lane.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that memo.
This guy comes into your house as a guest and then takes a giant shit on your living room floor.
I can't blame you because after all this time, I should have just trusted you without saying it.
Cappy's got a jar of peanut butter there somewhere.
Ah,
The only way that dog could tolerate him.
I'm too tall for that.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
And there goes the monetization.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
The fuck?
Red evening. It's better than work. Goddamn right it is.
Still.
Goddamn.
Still.
It's still, after all these years, almost the 7-year anniversary.
Wow.
Almost. I know. I know. It's like, it's not too crowded in the chat. Normally, guys are waiting for us. Like I said, YouTube has been kind of weird for me lately. First of all, it was the mic who was giving me issues all the damn time, and now I'm getting like copyright strikes in the middle of a stream where it's like, this has never happened to me before. What is going on here? Hey, we got Liminal. Good to see you. Because you asked me about that yesterday, but it was in the chat. But no, I was doing my reactionary content as I have previously done before. Nothing goes wrong. And I'm like an hour in, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we found copyrighted material. So we're interrupting your stream until you take it off screen. But what happened was I hummed the tune, sang the tune, Still Loving You with the Scorpions. Now, I've known for a while now, and Joe Rogan has mentioned this too, that when you do that, you can trigger YouTube's copyright AI. So it happened right around that time, and I was like, wait, was that it? So we held off for a bit. I came back, because the stream never ended. It was just like, no, we're putting you back when our AI decides it's okay. So I took like the reactionary stuff down, and then I was back, and we were like, okay, so which one is this? Like, did I really hit the note from Still Loving You? I highly doubt it, but thank you, YouTube's AI, for giving me that compliment. We will never hear the end of this. And then I tried again with the reactionary content, but then there was like a real quick where I did Reunited by I Know the Faith No More version. I don't remember the original.
I know the song you're talking about.
Yeah. And then it happened again. And it's like, okay, am I going to go for a third time? And we're like, no, we're not going to go for a third time. We're not going to go for a third time because like this has never happened to me. But the stream is still up. It's still monetized. And like, I don't have a strike or whatever, but it's like, wait.
Basically, they just shut you down.
Yeah. Although I was reacting to a 9-month-old video, and the previous reactionary content I've done was all like a week old. So, the guys are.
It's no different than me getting an actual strike, which is now dropped off. But it took, like 3 months for it to go away. Where the creator, how I like to put, TikTok clips or whatever in my intros. Well, somebody, they, AI recognized them and they had put it in, fed YouTube their thing, and it, nuked that fucking video right out of orbit. And I put it back up. But of course, I edited the video that particular section was gone. That it's like, okay, I'm never using this person again, ever. But I've even had takedowns and whatnot for videos that are 6-7 years old, dude.
Okay.
My video called The Black Pill, that I'm sure I still have the original on a hard drive somewhere, but that video got nuked right out of orbit because I mentioned self-deletion, only I called it the actual terms. The KILL.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that. We can't use no words here. I was
Right.
like, okay, sure. Although, like, credit to Asmund for this. He read, I don't know if you saw this thing, but the Packy gang thing.
Yeah.
He read the entire inquiry on stream. One of the biggest streamers in the world read the grooming gang, raping gang, whatever, YouTube, whatever. We're not going to play that game anymore. It is a horrible thing. Stop messing with the words here. The rape gang inquiry. He read the whole thing on stream. This is one of the largest streamers in the world shining a line on this, where I'm like, you know what? Just a little bit of hope. The problem is, though, most of his audience is American, not British.
Right.
If he had 4 million Brits watching, then I would have had a little bit more hope. But now it's like, yeah, okay, the Americans are aware, but what are the Americans gonna do?
Nothing.
No, nothing. And that's the horrible part. That's the horrible part.
I mean, it could be like Osmond. Is he American or what is he?
Osmond is American, yeah.
Okay. So all we as Americans can do is do what he did, basically. And keep it in the light. Keep it in the light. Get it out there. Try to get exposure for it. And then it's up to Britain to decide what they want to do about it. And so for the moment, I can say, well, if the British people had no idea because their own government is more or less covering it up, well, they should be burning Britain down.
Well, that was kind of the thing in Minecraft. But that was kind of the thing I was thinking, where it's like, why aren't, people, although they had it 2 weeks ago in Belfast, I believe, where a guy was almost decapitated in the street, by one of the visitors, so to say. And they set fire to Belfast. They did, where it's like, yeah, no, we're done. We're done here. It's like, yep, that's gonna happen.
But,
Mike Crabtree's here.
But is Britain gonna do it? Well, ultimately, time will tell.
Well, he kind of, in my opinion,
past. I don't think they're gonna do shit.
No. And in my opinion, and this is the horrible thing about humanity, I think he dropped it too soon. Now, don't get me wrong, this should have come to light right away. However, what I mean is this. The World Cup right now is going. And the Brits are huge football fans. And like half of Britain is in the US right now. So nobody's paying attention to it because everybody's eyes are on the bread and circuses.
Right.
Where I'm like, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. This should have started 50, because apparently it's been going on for 50 years.
Yeah. Oh no, this is an ongoing thing. But that's what I mean is that, in all honesty, yeah, I'm going to make a sweeping generalization here about the Isle of Britain. Okay. I'm going to make a sweeping generalization here. They're all kind of complicit.
I agree.
Because if this has been going on this long, people know. And it's not just the government knows. People know.
Yeah.
And yet they choose to turn the other cheek, look away, make up rationalizations, excuses, whatever it is. And the only difference is we didn't know, we being the rest of the world, America in particular, we didn't know this is what's been going on for as long as it's been going on. We've heard things, but again, we're not Britons. And so it's your problem. Fucking handle it.
Yeah.
And they're not.
To me, this is on the level of Solzhenitsyn's Gulag Archipelago, where it's like nobody knew what was going on in the Soviet Union until Gulag Archipelago dropped, kind of thing. Where it's like, now you have the documentation, and my Lord in heaven, police knew. I mean, I knew police knew, but I never knew police knew to this extent, where the police was actually involved dropping the girls off.
Or covering it up, letting the guys back out to do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
That's what I mean is that that if the common citizens of Britain were to actually do something about it, not only would they be doing very nasty things to these groups, they would be doing the same nasty things to the police too.
Yes.
And same with the politicians. Everybody would have their day with a guillotine.
But I mean, basically, what else could you like? What was it? And Asmund is right about this. Some of my friends find me too extreme. This was I think I've already told you this. My man of faith friend, he was like, Jack, I'm worried about you. I'm like, why? He's like, you are getting very extreme, and I see it's hurting you. I'm like, no, I understand. You are right to say that. I don't like being this extreme. I really don't. But these people truly hate my people for the fact that they're, Europeans, that they're Western Christian Europeans. He's like, yeah, but like in Christianity, we are taught that to receive grace, we must give grace. I'm like, no, these people don't have it for us, nor shall I have it for them. Grace is given to my people, not my people, For when we do try to do that, we see what happens. So no, I am like full blown on camp Vlad the Impaler, where it's like, yeah. Where it's like, nah. I think the deportations will take too long, kind of thing. Now we have to kind of be careful with the YouTube thing. But no, I am actually in that camp of like, no, with these people and everybody involved, and they have names, they have records. Where it's like, no, do it. But the horrible thing is, he has to get into political power first. Where it's like, what's the meme again? And then out of nowhere, people voted Hitler into power. It's like, it's all a joke. I looked up the Dutch news sources where it's like, hey, is the Dutch media like reporting on this?
No.
Nothing. I send it to my friend. I send the whole report to Traddy, like the one friend I have with kids. I'm like, keep your kids away from XYZ. You can fill in what XYZ is.
Yep.
I won't repeat it. But keep them away. He's like, no, I already am doing that. Already doing that. I'm like, please
Right.
be safe. Please be safe. Please be safe. Please be safe. Because I have heard one thing. Apparently, it's happening in Germany now, too. Where it's like, I am not surprised it's happening in Germany now, too, because that shit's been going on since Cologne 2011.
You know what? If it isn't already happening, and I'll bet you it has, if it isn't already happening, it's going to happen to Canada.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is one thing Asmund did say. He's like,
given that Canada is a province, basically, they're under British rule. They are, a colony of Britain, basically. They're not independent from Britain. And we see, I see it at least from the shit Ryan says, given that he's a Canadian. And I've seen it with Ginger, where her and Mike fucking left.
mm-hmm.
That it's like, oh, if it isn't already happening, it's going to. And it's going to be the same thing. And it's you guys are, you're going down the same road.
And
same
it's happening.
road.
It's happening. And like, I don't want to throw my friend under the bus because I really do appreciate him. But it's because of that mindset of like, for us to receive grace, we must give grace. No, these people don't have that for you. Please keep the Bible to Christians only. Every religion does this.
Right.
Where it's like, no, it's our people. And
right.
you have to understand tribalism, right. Because it's all in-group preference. That is right. what all of this is based on.
Well, when you go back to the Old Testament, okay, Adam and Eve weren't, when you start digging into it, because it goes, the one big, Scooby-Doo mystery, if you will, comes down to Cain and Abel.
Yes.
Okay. Cain slaughters Abel. God casts him out. Okay. Cain and Abel were the sons of Adam and Eve.
Yes.
But when Cain was basically cast out by God, Cain was like, man, if I go out there in the world, I'm going to get killed. By what? If literally there's only 4 people on the planet, but yet there were civilizations. So when you think about it, the Bible, especially the Old Testament, Eden was God's little social contract with very specific people, which is why he put a mark on Cain where, okay, nobody's going to fuck with you. Nobody's going to try and kill you. Okay. Yes, you are outcast and in a way from your own chosen people, you are cursed.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the larger world, yeah, I put a mark on you, which actually kind of keeps you safe because he went on and married. Well, who the fuck did he marry? You know, I mean, I've heard stories that, well, Adam and Eve had daughters that you never hear about. And it's like, okay, so incest?
Mm.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a biblical scholar, but the way I'm understanding it, no, he found a woman in another civilization that already existed outside the covenant of God.
Yeah, that was kind of the one thing that bothered me about the whole thing as well. Like, they really didn't think that out properly. A little bit of more world building, you know? Like, okay, what happens after the first 4 people? Well, you got to think about that shit, Mr.
Right.
George R. R. Martin.
But that's where I'm looking at the Bible from the perspective that Adam and Eve weren't necessarily the first people. They were the first created by God under a very specific covenant.
Yes.
And that's where Eden was a very specific covenant.
Oh,
So think of a bubble that, okay,
yes. Yes. No, I understand. Wow.
there were other people. Okay. I mean, when we get to the point in the Bible where God floods the earth because of all the wickedry and the Nephilim and all that shit,
Mhm.
that did not spawn from Adam and Eve. Okay. Moses was a direct descendant to Adam. Again, the covenant.
Was he?
Yes.
Really? I never knew that. But
Yeah.
holy shit, I'm getting a whole fucking new perspective on the Bible right now where it's like, oh, wait, so that's what they mean. Where it's like, no, these were the first 2 created by God within the
doesn't
Garden
mean
of
God,
Eden.
if you get into the whole theology of God being the omnipotent, all-knowing creator, he created these other groups too.
Yeah,
This
but
one
that's
was
never
a
explained, right?
special group because he had a covenant with them. He made a pact with them.
Yeah, but there was never stated that God created other people, right?
No, I don't know. I'm saying if you assume that God is all powerful, he is the all creator, then yes, God created them too, but
Jamie, look,
he didn't have a pact. He didn't have a covenant with these other groups.
no, he
Okay?
didn't.
His special group started with Adam and Eve. And then it's all their direct descendants, which is Cain and Abel. And you go down far enough, Moses is in there too.
Hmm.
Okay. This is way before we ever get into the New Testament.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Like I said, whole new perspective. So it does solidify what I was saying, where it's like, no, you treat Christians like that, fellow Christians. The other ones, no, you don't, kind of thing. And every religion has that, and it goes back to in-group
Right.
preference. Yes,
Right.
it can be based on
Christianity is for the Abrahamic people, depending on which testament you get into. The Old Testament, that's Abrahamic.
Yeah.
Okay. Or however you pronounce it. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I may be wrong. Okay. The New Testament's where things kind of get watered down, and God going from a jealous, angry God turns into an all loving, all forgiving God. And this is where, we start hearing the testament of Jesus. Okay. But when you look at other holy texts, the Quran,
Mhm.
that's for Muslims.
Oh, and they're very clear about that.
Right.
Did you
Oh, yeah.
know?
They don't
This is
hide it.
This
They
is a
don't hide
nice
it.
one.
I've read parts of the Quran,
Yeah.
and I understand what Islam is actually all about.
Oh, yeah.
And if
Oh, yeah.
you're not of Islam, you're either going to be deleted or you're going to pay a tax and be less than.
Did you know that sleeping with non-Muslim women is not considered cheating since they're non-Muslim?
Right. They're subhuman, basically. They're
Yeah,
inferior.
yeah.
So it's
They-
fine.
they l- that's why they targeted like British
I get
white
it.
girls.
Because they're not Muslims.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's like when will people finally understand? I mean, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, but on the one hand,
No,
I
dude,
need to
I
take a page from
understand it.
your book where it's
Well-
like, look, the people don't want change. They don't.
No,
They don't.
they don't. I
I
mean,
want to change, and I left.
right. That's all you can do.
All I can
You did what you needed to do for you because you needed change. So you made the change you needed to make.
yes.
That's all you can do. That, in a nutshell, is the red pill.
Yep.
You make the changes for you, whatever it might be. Just like the whole women don't want to fuck their husbands. And I tweeted, wife, I don't want to have sex with you anymore. Husband, that's okay. I'll find someone who does. Because I've been there way before I ever got married. I was fucking 19 and my, 18-year-old girlfriend's like, maybe we started having sex too soon. And
Okay,
I'm like,
bye.
wait, what? And she's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. And that's when I was like, oh, so what you're telling me is you don't want to fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of sat there, and I was driving. We were going somewhere. I don't remember where, but I remember it happened in the car.
Choose your next words carefully, Persian. They might be your last.
Well, I just remember looking over at her casually and said, hey, you don't want to have sex with me? You don't want to fuck me? That's okay. I'll just find someone who will.
Mhm.
And then I just went back to driving. Now, I got laid pretty good that night, for a woman who was kind of saying, I don't know if we should keep doing this. And I was like, that's okay. You don't want to fuck me? I'll find someone who does.
Oh, leave what happens to women when you make clear you can walk away kind of thing. No, but the walking away thing, wrote a whole new essay on it. Link will be in the chat description and
Nice.
comment section below. But like the more, it's like I try, because I was walking with my German friends here downtown as well, and I just keep trying to focus on like, look, you left, you're gone, you don't have to deal with it anymore. It's done. Your taxes aren't going there. You're not participating in it. You're not surrounded by people who don't do anything about it. It's done. The people don't want to do anything about it, because if they did, they would have done something about it yesterday. But say whatever you want about our good friend Andrew Tate in Romania. He even said it. He's like, you know what the fucking problem is? Everybody's at the World Cup now, where it's like, oh, football, oh, ball going to goal. Meanwhile, your children are being raped. But you care about guy with blue shirt playing against guy with red shirt shooting a ball in a fucking net. That's what's wrong with the world. And I'm like, he's not wrong. Bread and circuses. Well, was it? I found a meme that was pretty accurate to me, where it's like, the bread has gone stale and the circus is boring. And yeah, that's the part where I am, but the rest of the world is not. And yet here we are then. I even tagged the most far-right group of the Netherlands in that original post of the inquiry, where it's like, hey, oh no, where's he going? Uh-oh. Oh, is this how we're going to play at YouTube? You're going to get my co-host first. Okay, there he is. Like I said, I'm not liking the person I'm becoming. I need to detach more of like, no, you're gone. You're away from there. The people that wanted to change. Like when you look at the Netherlands, the majority of the people want this. And I've said it before, as soon as England start deportations, the Dutch will stand up and be like, oh, you can come over here. We'll accept you. We're inclusive. We're not racist. Like, how many do you want on the altar of multiculturalism to be sacrificed? We have changed nothing from the ancient Incans. We are still the Aztecs, Our God just changed. It's now no longer the God of sun. It is the God of inclusivity.
Right.
That's right. When I'm at the point where you just give me one word answers, I know it's like, yeah, don't even bother. It's like, I know. But the rest of the week was nice. I'm almost done with the audiobook. Look, it's almost done.
Yeah, I still need to work on your intro. I
If
haven't
you could
forgotten.
do it before July 1st, that would be great.
Perfect.
Because I am at page 144, which means tomorrow I will be at one. Because my chapters aren't that long, which is very, very nice. Oh, really? 149? Not even a 150? I hate it when that happens. But yeah, I'm 75% done with it. When Rob makes the forward, we'll have that done. And then I'm aiming for July 1st. On the Substack, at least. You know, the guys there get early access, and yeah, good thing that will be done. Who's in the chat? We got Tacticus here, Phil's here, Torgo's here, Alex Patino. I saw Michael. Michael's here. Johnny Trejo, Anison Krill, Daily Melon's here.
No, it's not happy birthday, Michael. It's happy Freedom Day because you're actually free. Even though it still took another 100 years before we really decided you're free. Yeah. But yeah, that's what
What
today
is it? Is June 19th? Is it that a what's his name? George Floyd holiday?
No, it has nothing to do with George Floyd.
I always thought it was a George Floyd holiday.
No. It's actually the day, and I forget the year, but we're going back to like after the Civil War.
Mhm.
Okay. It was basically when not only the slaves were freed, but they were kind of given like the right to vote, all the bullshit. It still took another 100 years because it wasn't until like 1964 with the Civil Rights Act when it became law. But this was like the official, okay, the slaves are actually free. That's why it's actually called Freedom Day, is basically what Juneteenth means.
And what did they do with it?
They want reparations. That's what they did with it.
I mean, how badly do I want to get kicked off YouTube?
There you go. You know what? Torgo nailed it. You know, I had to finally make him a moderator on my channel because he is our anthem. He really is. Yeah, I had to make him a moderator last night. I actually even had to do happy 13% day. It's 6 million. Yeah, we can play those numbers for fun.
Oh, who was it? There was somebody on my Substack. What did I do? I made a tweet about something, and he made the argument, yes, but there's still more. I'm like, per capita, idiot. Per capita. Just learn to do math, learn to do statistics, and get out of my comments.
Well, I don't bother. I don't bother. Hey, dude, here's a fun thing. When I think of, because even Ryan's talked about it. Do you remember the little meme picture where it's little stick figures and they're in like a group huddle?
Yeah.
And one figure off to the side and they make a proclamation. And it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. You could have the bubble that they're speaking and it's blank. They're doing that. And then one turns around and gives them the thumbs up. Hey, good for you. And then they go back to talking. That's me. That's me with women talking about, I don't want to fuck my husband. And it's like, good for you. No, I don't fucking care.
I didn't even see the original tweet about that. I just saw like people talking about it. I'm like, where's the original tweet? You know, let me get some action on this. No, my tweet that went wild for some odd reason. What was it? There were two. One was female teachers would disagree that, women prefer a man with a fully developed frontal lobe. I'm like, female teachers tend to disagree.
Yeah. The ones that are being, charged with predatory behavior.
over 250,000 views, and then what was it? You had that you had that video of Wish.com Torsha that was like, "Oh, I tried to like flirt with 2 guys," and I'm like, "Guys, can I say something?" And like over 250,000 views. It's like, really? Is that? But the comments were full like, "Oh my god, you can smell the notch count on her." It's like, dude, what happened to fun? What is wrong with you people? I get it why we get so many critics. Right? It's like, oh, it's all full of incels. It's like, lady, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them to learn that women can be cool. Sometimes, not always. Let's be clear here.
Yeah, most of them are fine.
Yeah. It's like
Most women are actually fine, believe it or not. They really are.
They really are. They really are. I've got a whole weekend to myself, by the way. Speaking of women, the girl's going to some conference or something in Tbilisi, and now I'm like, oh,
What is
I
she
know.
conferring about?
It's some IT thing,
Oh,
where she's
okay.
going. I'm like, okay, have fun,
Yeah,
do your thing.
exactly. Have fun.
And now I'm like, oh, I've got the whole weekend to myself, huh?
Hey, since I see you assholes in the chat talking about St. Floyd, I got something for you guys. I got something for you. It's
grab it.
been 2,216 days since he got sober. Do the math on that, kids, if you want to break it down into years, months, all that shit. Torgo, look it up. 2216. 2,216 days. Break it down into years, months, weeks, all that shit. But, since you assholes want to bring up the saint and how dare you, well, we're going to go there because he's been sober now for like 5 years and change, I think, something like that.
Sorry about that. Tbilisi, the Vegas of Bulgaria. No. Okay, Anis and Krill, no. Batumi is the Dubai/Vegas.
Yeah, a little over 6 years. There we go.
Oh, and it's Tbilisi. Tbilisi, not Tbilisi. Tbilisi.
Yeah, it
No.
was like May 25th, I think it was. That was the 6-year anniversary for St. Floyd, if I recall right, because I even tweeted it and I have it on my calendar. I fucking wrote that shit down in May because I'm like, man, I got to let the world know because that is the holiday. That's the holiday for Floyd. It's the day he got sober.
So I need to get a bunch of shit of super chats because this one's gonna get demonetized. Like we need to tell YouTube that this is the content they want to see. So you better start raking them in, please. But I mean, man, I'm just telling you, there's a reason they get as far as they do, and that was all had to do with the summer of love. The government's afraid of a chimp out. The government's just afraid of a chimp out, and yet when Whitey gets stabbed in the bus or whatever, or he gets his face removed in the middle of the street, nobody does anything, and you wonder why we're at where we're at. Like he was a convicted criminal. He was a convicted criminal. Even like held a pregnant woman at gunpoint and whatever. And here we are. Or the what's his kid's name? The Carmelo or something. No, what was his name?
Oh, Anthony Carmelo.
Anthony Carmelo. There were people outside of the court where it's like he did do nothing. It's like motherfucker
didn't do nothing. Yeah,
didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing. You gotta say it right if you're gonna say it, Jack. It's didn't do nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Not nothing, nothing. Think muffin like a muffin, but
nothing.
with an N. Nothing.
Nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Who
did do anything though is Retro Gamer for the $4.99. Thank you very much, sir. Here, this is very fitting for all that nonsense.
Oh no, it can't be. Is that the consequences of my own actions?
Here, there you go. Retro Gamer for the $4.99. Thank you very much, sir. First super chat of the night. Your knockoff You're not. That's a nice eyeliner. You just don't see that anymore. She looks like an early aughts girl. I know, right? That look just like fell off the face of the planet. The rock star blonde girlfriend thing that just fell off the face of the planet. Like what happened?
Give it 5-10 years, it'll be back.
What happened to rock and roll anyway? I mean, Kyle's still at it. You know, I got a mullet now. I do need to get that cut though. It is a bit. I do need to get that cut. It's getting.
I mean,
boring.
just shave your head and be done with it.
No, that's not how that works. When you still have hair, you need to be careful with it.
Oh, but you're over here primping like a bitch. But okay,
Yes, I am. What are you going to do about it?
nothing. I'm gonna just call you a bitch. That's
Didn't do
all.
nothing.
Didn't do nothing.
What was it? I saw that people behind or outside of the court were like, "We need segregation again." It's like,
Yes,
your terms are acceptable.
yes,
Your
Yes.
terms are acceptable. They
yes.
really are.
100%. And they're the ones wanting it. They're the ones that want it because back in 64, they weren't saying nothing. It was the white people that were like, oh, we need to desegregate. We need everybody. We need diversity. What we call diversity today, anyway. Okay. It wasn't the black people going, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, other than I'm going to sit wherever I want in the bus and I'm going to drink from this fountain because I didn't do nothing. All right. And here we are. Now they're the ones going, we need segregation. And I'm, you know, it's the Scott Adams meme with the mug.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the hell away. What has the world come to, Rob?
Didn't do nothing. Oh,
Anything-
yeah. Hey, Tacticus. If he wants to go Rambo, he wants to actually look like Rambo. He's got a ways to go. He's on the way, but man, you know what? You should fucking do that. Nah, you still okay? All right. But
Go.
that mullet in the back's got to be a lot longer than it is. I'm just.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I
No,
need to
for
be in the
real.
whole.
You need to go back and look at pictures of Stallone as Rambo back in the original First Blood. Okay. And even First Blood Part 2. I'll give both of them. After that, I don't know. You know, but the first two, but especially the first one, the original First Blood, you gotta go look at some still imagery of that, and that's how you show up.
I
Yeah.
still think that Rambo 3 was peak masculine physique. That was peak male physique.
Oh yeah, he was definitely
Holy shit.
yeah, that was
We were talking about that during Rule 0 for some odd reason. What was it? We were talking steroids or whatever. I'm like, look, say whatever you want. I know, like, I'm going for the Brad Pitt look, but Sylvester Stallone in Rambo 3 is peak
oh yeah.
male performance.
Well, he definitely had the physique, and I guarantee he definitely was juicing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
not criticizing it. But when you go back to the original Rambo, or even like the original Rocky, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Not saying he wasn't juicing then, he probably was.
No, in Rocky,
But
no.
he was a lot slimmer.
Yeah.
And so when I look at original Rambo, original First Blood, and like the original first couple Rockies, not Rocky 3, not Rocky 4, but like Rocky 1 and Rocky 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was buff, but he wasn't like ripped.
Yeah, Rocky 3, I think, is where it really
Oh
started.
yeah, he was juicing in that one for sure.
Which
Garrett-
is hilarious when they blame Ivan Drago, but I'm not gonna lie, Ivan for like Dolph Lundgren for his like length and build, he might have been natty.
I actually think he was.
Which I wouldn't be surprised. Which is
but-
ironic since he plays the one where it's like the Russian full of drugs.
Right. But I have a feeling his might have been more natty. Yeah, where
Yeah,
by
for-
that
for-
point Stallone wasn't. It's like, oh no, he's juicing. But the original Rocky and the original First Blood, I think if there was gear involved, it wasn't a lot. he might have just started playing around with it because given his physique and his height and whatnot, it's like, oh, I could see, if he's got good genetics and whatnot, and he's hitting the gym seriously, whether it's for acting or just for fucking general purposes, he could get fucking buff.
Apparently he's confirmed that he did use performance-enhancing drugs during the filming of Rocky 4. So Dolph was apparently on steroids at the time. Have you seen that interview with Stallone? It's like, I hated Dolph when he walked in. You got this 6'5", blonde, blue-eyed Norwegian supermodel who turns out to be a fucking genius. He's got a PhD in neurobiological engineering or whatever, stronger than me, taller than me, and then he turns out to be smarter than me. I hated the guy.
And it's funny because you actually did a fairly decent impersonation there, even with the mouth. Do you know why that is?
It was a birth defect, right?
Nope.
Car accident?
Nope.
Alcohol?
Stroke.
Oh.
Sylvester Stallone, I don't remember what age he was. He had a stroke.
Oy.
Because he has a brother, and I forget the brother's name, but there's another Stallone. Okay. And they're pretty close in age. And yeah, they don't really look the same, and they definitely don't talk the same. They don't have the, yo, Adrian, I'm here with my. That's not a birth defect. That's not a car accident. He had a stroke. Yeah, Frank Stallone. Frank Stallone. Oh. Thank you, Torgo. Okay. Yeah, he talks like a normal, like not Sylvester Stallone. And it's because Sylvester Stallone had a stroke. And so his and kind of how he talks like he's a dumbass is because he's partially paralyzed.
Really?
Yes. He had a stroke.
Huh. Interesting. I never knew that.
Yep. He had a stroke at some point early on, way before he really got into acting and all that. But he had some kind of a stroke, and it fucked him up.
Huh.
Obviously it didn't stop him from performing and being an actor and doing all the things he does. But yeah, his face is partially paralyzed. And he's just learned to live with it, but that's why he sounds the way he does, and why, he's got the when he talks.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of slurs where it's like you're either drunk or you're a dumbass. No, it's because the dude actually had a stroke. That's why.
Oh, now it makes sense. I know that Mark Hamill looks differently in The Empire Strikes Back because of a car accident.
Yes. Well, it's not Mark Hamill. It's Harrison Ford.
Torgo, look that up.
I'm pretty sure it's Harrison Ford.
Oh, because Mark Hamill, you can see he looks distinctly different.
No, I'm pretty sure it's fucking Harrison Ford you're thinking of. Because Harrison Ford, he did Star Wars, and then he was getting ready to do Indiana Jones, doing Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he had like a car accident, and it fucked him up. Mm-hmm. He's got like a scar on his chin from it. Okay. It put him in the hospital type of thing, and it kind of worked out for him, that chicks dig scars.
Mm. There we go.
Mark Hamill. Okay, he was in one too.
And that's why they did the Wampa scene. No, not what's that thing called? The Yeti scene in Empire Strikes Back, so that they could give Luke a scar and could get away with it. But it's like, yeah, he got that from the Yeti.
No, because look at what Torgo put right before it.
Mm-hmm.
No, the one above it.
Yeah.
1977. Fucking Empire didn't come out until 1980.
I know, but that's why they did that scene in 80. To explain the scar on his face.
But he already had a scar on his face in 77.
Yeah, but they didn't start filming Empire until 79, I think. It came out in 80.
But I'm saying that when they were, I'm pretty sure they were still pretty much filming by the time Star Wars came out, the original.
That
Because I
I
want
don't
to
know.
say he has the scar even in that one.
I don't know actually. No, that thing's called a Wampa? I thought it
Yes.
was Yeti.
No, it's
Huh,
a Wampa.
really? Then what are those things called that the sand people ride on? That's a
Bantha.
Oh, that's it. Bantha. Okay. I was confused with that
Bantha,
one.
Wampa. And what's the thing that the rebels were riding on that Han Solo sliced open and put Luke in to keep him warm? What is
Oh
that?
God, I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
that one.
Tauntaun.
Yes. Yeah, at least you got that one.
Oh, here. So he had all the scenes done.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. See, I know my shit every now and
But
then.
Harrison Ford had an accident too.
Hmm.
Look that up. He
Look
did.
that up, Torgo. I never knew that.
Yeah,
It's always
Harrison
nice.
Ford had something happen to him too, because he's got a scar. But it was after, I want to say it might have even been after Return of the Jedi, but it was somewhere. I know he was filming one of the Indiana Jones things.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's got a scar too.
Okay. I never knew that. Okay, this is what I want. There we go. Finally.
There it is, chin scar.
Really? That's nice. I never knew that. I learn something new every day.
Yeah, here we go. And Torgo's the man bringing it to us.
There you go. Thanks, Torgo.
Yeah.
We have our
Man.
own Jamie.
We need to literally throw super chats at him. He's doing the heavy lifting over here. He's typing shit in a separate tab on the browser type of thing, or another goddamn computer. Yep.
There we go. Don't push it. The super chats need to flow. They're not flowing lately, which I guess my content
They haven't been flowing with me either, and so it's fine. Well, I mean, for you it sucks, but for me it's fine.
my content just sucks. You know, that's the life that's just what I have to accept. Sorry, guys.
Of a YouTuber.
Yeah, content just sucks nowadays. I guess. I think that's it. You know, Nuke will take over the entire red pill, and that will be it.
Hey, that bandana you got on your head, where you see yourself right now in the camera, right?
Yeah.
You got the redder part. You got the more skin tone color. Bring that red part down over your eye.
Yar.
No,
Like
pull that back down. Now bring it. Hey, it's Jake, or what's his name? Snake Plissken
Wow.
from Escape from New York and Escape from LA. You're closer to that look.
Oh, what's his name? Val Kilmer, or was that the other one?
It's Kurt Russell.
I always get those two confused.
Jesus.
Val Kilmer.
No, they don't even look anything alike. Jesus.
No, it's because Val Kilmer did Jim Morrison, I believe. Yeah, Val Kilmer did Jim Morrison. Look at that. Mountain Man Tops for the $4.99.
Do not, I repeat, do not listen to women.
There we go. Mountain Man Tops for the $4.99. Super chat train. Yes, that will be nice. You know, Metal Gear Solid, though. Yeah. But thank you, Mountain Man. I appreciate that. You know, but you know what it's not per se a problem, but I have been wearing nothing but sleeveless t-shirts ever since summer started here, and I kind of feel like a douchebag, but it's like, look, you got to understand, wearing sleeves in this weather that like snug your arms is just horrible. It feels like shit. Where it's like, get off me. Just get off me. That's how it feels, you know. You feel like you're packed in. But I kind of feel like a douche wearing sleeveless shirts all the time. Don't know.
Well,
I'm not used to it.
If you really want to feel like a douche,
Mm-hmm.
wear a wife beater.
Oh, the white one?
Yeah, the white tank top. Wear
Yeah,
that.
because I do have a black one.
Well,
but-
then wear that guy. But if you really want to go full douchebag, wear the white wife beater tank top.
I need to get one. I do have a nice white linen shirt, though. Oh, my God. Look at that. Oh, my God. Here they come. Crimson King Trust Issues for the 5. You're not going to tell me that e-begging actually works, right?
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
The
I'm
fuck?
gonna have to try this. I've never like e-begged. Been like, guys, I need more beer. Just throw fucking money at me, please. I'm gonna have to try that on the next Let 'em Burn.
King Trusty Shoes with that 5 just to throw money. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, it's kind of like I said, I never like the e-begging. And of course, you do like the
I mean-
involvement. You like the interaction it gives. I love the clips and things like that, and I will always be appreciative. But what does happen though is I noticed the pattern where it's like, wait a minute, the super chats were higher that week than this week. What's happening? Blah blah blah. You do tend to like notice it.
Yeah.
But the actual e-begging, I'm like, but sometimes it works where it's like, guys, I need super chat. It's like, need. Come on, man. Like, eh. But I do always like it when it happens, though. Remember when we had the chat like all colorful for like 10 messages in a row?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
holy shit. We were
Yeah,
the actual
random
bride.
money.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Wife beater tank top. He'll look like Kurt Russell as Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China. Nice.
Yeah.
I've seen that film.
You
That is the
can
weirdest
look.
action. That is the strangest action film I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's great.
Big
That-
Trouble in Little.
Big Trouble in Little China. That's a great film.
You
I
can't
mean-
make that today.
No, no. Well, dude, there's a lot of films you can't make today.
I'm not gonna watch it, but oh my god, they're gonna do this like Hunt for Gollum thing, where it's like,
Oh.
first of all, is that needed? And
No.
then they do the same thing that they did with The Hobbit. Let us insert a female elf character that was never mentioned anywhere, has nothing to do with Tolkien, but just to put her in there. It's like already, I'm like, no. Oh, but it's Anna Joy Taylor. I'm like, I don't care.
But you know why?
Yes, I do. I do.
Why?
I do.
Why?
Representation, demoralization.
No,
you name it.
no. You're making this a far bigger fucking problem than it is.
Because guys want to see chicks.
That's part of it, yeah. That's probably 3/4 of it. What's the other fourth?
They want to appeal to women because they spend money.
Correct. In fact, I would say it's the inverse. My 1/4 is actually probably 3/4, and
Yes.
the 1/4 is dudes like to look at chicks, especially hot chicks.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's why. There is no conspiracy here.
It's money. All of it is
It's
money.
all about money.
It's
And
all about the
women spend more money than the men do, even if women don't make all the money. How did they get the money from the men? Well, what do you know? I want to go see strong, independent, hot chick do shit. All right. I guess I'm buying movie tickets, ain't I? Yeah, you are. If you want to get laid tonight, you are. Happy wife, happy life. Like I said, this is not a conspiracy.
The grand conspiracy. What is a conspiracy, though, is Judd Grover, member for 68 months. How many years is that? 5 at least.
Long time.
That's almost the whole fucking channel. Holy shit.
He's been around.
Clear glass here, green there, round there. I sort glass. That's my job. I learned the job slow, and now I know it by heart.
He earns money, he pays taxes. He's just like you. ARC, the Association for Retarded Citizens.
Don't throw us away.
Oh, Rob's gone. Judd Grover, member for 68 months. Thank you so much for all the support. I hope to see you soon on the Q&A for the Substack, man. You are severely missed during those. Got bored, came to visit. What's up, boys? If there's no monetization, I think in celebration of Rainbow Month, we should all ponder how much YouTube is a bunch of greedy bundle of sticks who hate free speech. It's like,
Eggs.
I was talking to whom was I talking? My German friend. It's like Elon should buy YouTube next, but they're never gonna let him. They're never gonna let him buy YouTube. Can you imagine him buying YouTube and he will slash that 30% cut that creators have to like give to the platform. Oh my lord, that would be nice. But it's like, yeah, that 30%, nope, 5% is fine. You know, it's like, what? I think 10% would have been reasonable. 30 is just too much.
Oh, I get it, but you're making a lot of assumptions about Elon Musk that you've never met and you don't know him either.
No, but I know they won't let him buy YouTube.
Well,
Google
regardless,
owns YouTube, a good,
No.
and it's their highest profiting website, I think.
well, it's the highest profiting video website, at least.
Mm-hmm. People can
And-
say whatever they want about Rumble, which we are live on, by the way. We're live on Rumble, but it's
Okay.
just not YouTube.
No, that's why I
No.
don't even bother.
I mean,
It's
I
like-
do it just in case.
No, I understand. I get it. And I set myself up to have a Rumble thing. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get the views. And this to me is a hobby. And so for me, it's like, nah, I'll stay on YouTube as leftist, whatever you guys want to call it, you know, totalitarian censorship and blah, blah, blah. Because, yeah, they don't like deleticide, you know, and we have to talk about doing it in Minecraft. I get it. But you know what? As ridiculous and stupid as it is the biggest platform to get the most views. And I would rather talk to you with a whole bunch of dudes hanging out, whether you guys throw money or not. I'd rather do that here than, okay, it's me and you, and that's it on Rumble.
Yeah, it's Rumble is I think Rumble is complicated as well. Where it's like I'm glad I can do it via StreamYard, because if you have to do it via Rumble itself, it's like, oh, same as Twitch. Why is everything so overly complicated?
Right.
I don't want it. I want it to be simple. And
Right.
StreamYard, I love StreamYard. Like seriously, I love those guys.
Well,
They
that's
made it
why I
simple.
just paid back in December $400 for another year.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. But
Yeah. But it allows me to do the things I'm doing because, yeah, for a hot minute, I was like, I can go back to the free and realized, wow, I pretty much lost everything, you know? And it's like, but they're always rolling out the next thing that, oh, we have this now and we have this. Like, oh, you want to go to Rumble? Just type it in, put in your account, bang, there you are. You're on Rumble. Oh, same with Twitch. Oh, you want to be on Twitch? Bang, because there was a period of time I have a Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was multi-streaming between YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and fucking Facebook. You know, I still have all those things. I just choose to keep it on YouTube because the guys on Facebook, there's like 3, you know, it's like, and the guys on Twitter, they're never throwing money, so fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No, I mean, that's. What about Kick? I tried Kick too, but it's like it's just
no
also
thanks.
overly complicated. No, the thing is, look, and maybe Twitter can be a healthy competition. If the problem with Twitter is this: if you're gonna make Twitter a streaming platform where you can donate, it will be flooded with whores because porn is allowed on Twitter.
Right.
And as soon as you're going to do donations, it will be a cam website within a day. So he
Kinda
needs
like
to.
what happened to Twitch.
Mhm. So he needs to like really think about that. Where it's like, well, I want it to be free speech, but I don't want that nonsense. So it's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? You know, what are you going to do about it? Hey, there you go. Hey, Judd Grover for the 2. Thank you very much, sir. There we go.
Stop gooning.
Good. Judd Grover for the 2. Got a Q&A for you. Fuck, marry, kill. Jenna Ortega. Pink Chew. I don't know who that is. Zedenia. Zedenia's kill. Definitely.
I don't even, other than Jenna Ortega, I don't even know who the other 2 even are.
You know who Zedenia is. That's
No,
that,
I
that
don't.
That's that brown girl they cast for everything now. That skinny one.
No, I don't know. Show me a picture. I have no idea.
She's like in every movie right now.
I don't go to the movies, dude, so I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
How do you write that? Pink and then CHI.
You do that, I'll be right back.
Oh, that's how you write that. Okay, thank you, Google. Oh my. Oh my. That's interesting. I'm not really into the goth girl thing, but wow, that's interesting. How do girls get thighs that big? I really don't understand that. Eh.
So
I
what
am a
did we
tick-
figure out here?
So the pink Chew is a big-breasted goth mommy.
Oh,
that one.
okay.
And then Zendaya, like I said, she's in the new Spider-Man film. She was in Dune. Have you seen Dune?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Now I know who you're talking about.
That
Okay.
one.
Mine is very simple. It's not FMK. It's more like FFF.
What was it? Even Rolo said that. Yeah, we did Fuck, Marry, Kill on Access Vegas. And I was just like, fuck.
Right. Not marry any of them, not kill them. It's like, no.
No, for me, it would be Zendaya would be the kill, and the other two are like, I don't know. I mean, Jenna Ortega is not an ugly girl.
No,
know?
but she's not that hot either. She's
No,
hot.
but
I'm not saying she ain't hot. I'm just saying she ain't that hot.
But I'm a taken man, sir. I'm a taken man. I cannot have these inappropriate thoughts. I'm not allowed. How dare I?
Yeah.
I'm a man of faith.
Oh, yeah. Because you'd rather have a wife that obeys versus one that desires. Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
chest. I saw his shit. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
It's funny. No, but I wouldn't trust the Twitch streamer, Judd. So the Twitch streamer would be a one-time thing where it's like, yeah, I don't trust streamers anymore. It's like, nah, something's going on there. But I mean, I don't know how actresses are either, because you have to remember they play pretend for a living.
But you have to
So-
understand they're all whamming.
If that be true, at the end of the day, they do be all whammon.
And if you ever have to wonder, just go back to the basics. Go back to the foundation. What do these three people have in common? They're all whamming.
Yes.
All right. Act accordingly.
Mhm.
Whatever that looks like, whatever you choose to do. But understand at the end of the day, Jenna and Pink Chew or whatever, and this Zendaya or whatever, they're all women. So keep that in mind, guys. And now you know what you're walking into. I don't care how hot she is. You
Holy-
know what you're walking into.
What the hell? People are losing their shit over the Twitter payout. I didn't get paid as much as last time. It's like, dude, you get paid on Twitter. That alone is like it's
First world
unfathomable.
problems.
Yeah, like that
First
alone was like
problems.
unfathomable years ago. And now you can just sit on the toilet, piss people off, and you get paid for it. How about a thank you? But
Yeah.
people are like, oh, my payment is down compared to last week.
Oh,
It's like, shut
that
up.
sounds like Cat Turd's argument here about a year ago. Oh man, I am tweeting all day long. I'm busting my ass, and I'm not getting paid shit compared to
Dude,
what I did when I first started it. And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up and go get a real job.
Yeah, Pete's right. This is the easiest job in the world, and yes, it is. You know that this is the easiest job in the world. Meanwhile, like people on Twitter, like, Elon, my payout isn't correct. It's like, shut up. It's all being like calculated by an algorithm and done. That's it. You just take it. You know, your job is
First
not.
world problems.
Yeah, I am a Twitter influencer. Shut up. Just shut.
Fuck up. Yeah.
I
Thank
earned.
God I blocked most of those people because I don't even want to hear it.
You know what my payout was this week? It was $65. And you know what? I am grateful for it because that is grocery money. So thank you. I appreciate it.
No, that's
Because
that-
of
not bad.
tweeting.
that's decent. Yeah.
Because of that to me is just
That's
because
you
of-
taking a shit and deciding, hey, I'm going to be edgy. and
Yeah.
you say some dumb shit and it takes off.
Man, I was like, this is me knowing what triggers middle-aged soccer moms, you know?
Right.
And it's like, yeah, that's it. And people are then like, oh, but I do seriously journalistic work. Shut up. No, first of all, journalism isn't serious. You know, you all have an agenda. You all want your party to win, which is fine. I want my party
They
to win. Too.
always have. That's the funny thing to me when I see, you know, people, Ryan and Noble Brown and a bunch of guys going, you know, journalists, you don't hate them enough. But
Mhm.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, no offense, gentlemen, because these are peers to me. These are guys that I respect.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no offense, gentlemen, but this yellow journalism that you see on the internet, this has been going on since the printed press.
Oh yeah, this is what's his name? Citizen Kane. The news is what I make it to be.
Right. There's nothing new here. Guys, nothing has changed for you. And so what the fuck are you getting upset about? This isn't new.
Red Hawk said it best. And it's like, oh wow, that's an interesting take. Red Hawk was like, I don't care that it's propaganda. I care that it works. I'm like, there you
Okay,
have it.
so you know what? That's fantastic. I
Oh.
get it. Okay, my question, not that he's here to answer it, but my rhetorical question to him would be, so what are you going to do about it?
Well,
What are you
make
gonna
it- nothing. Just accept it. Know when you're being played.
No, for real. Because yes, propaganda works. Persuasion works. Okay. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Or learn to
Then-
play.
But what are you going to do?
What can you do?
I don't know. All I
It's-
know is I've seen Red Hawk bitch and moan just like everybody else. And it's like, okay, do you feel better? Did you get your catharsis? Did you get it off your chest? Okay, now what? What are you going to do? Nothing. That's what you're going to fucking do. So to me, and I love Red Hawk. I do. I love him. But
Mhm.
shut the fuck up. Because I don't want to hear it until you know, I hate propaganda because it works. Okay, so what are you going to do about it?
No. That's not what he said. He's like, I don't care about propaganda. I care that it works, which I think is a beautiful way of seeing it.
But what are you going to do about it?
Make your own.
No, well, I mean, that's it. That's all you can do because propaganda works because it's human nature. It's not some special Illuminati conspiracy theory. There's drugs in the water bullshit. We
Turning to freaking
are
propaganda.
suggestible.
Yes.
We take shortcuts. We don't like to think because critical thinking takes energy and it takes time. So people offer up easy solutions. Hell, they have a solution and they build a problem so they can sell you the solution. That's how this works. Okay, you don't like it. So what are you going to do about it? Me, I've tuned out. It doesn't mean I don't know what's going on around me. I still keep an eye on shit. But otherwise, I don't fucking care.
I'm trying to tune out as much as possible. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But every now and then I get sucked back in when it's like,
Yeah, but you're still 20 years younger than me, too. You'll get there eventually. I hope sooner than later, but yeah,
I
either
do
way.
too. I
Either
think that's
way.
the big one. That where it's like I want to tune out. Did you know, by the way, they have amazing hot dogs here? Speaking
Yeah?
of tuning out. Oh yeah. They have like croissant hot dogs here. Where it's
Ooh.
like freshly baked croissant hot dogs. I am telling you, sir, that dough is like sweet and tasty and soft, and it's like wow, a little bit crunchy, not too much. It is just good. Where I'm like, and it's only like what? It's less than $1. I'll buy that for $1. It's less than $1. And it's like, this is amazing. It's small things like that, that make my world turn. Where it's like, where does all my money go? Food. That's where it goes to.
Hmm.
Food. And
I
it's
get
a
it.
miracle. It's a miracle I ain't a fat fuck yet, because I am well on my way. It's good that I walk so much, I guess.
Well, that and you work out. And
Yeah.
and I know you may consume a lot, but I also know, and I'm not saying that everything you consume is clean, but I know probably at least half of it is, if not more. You probably over time eat more clean than you don't.
Yeah.
You're not constantly eating donuts and fucking hot dogs. Okay, you're eating steak, you're eating salads, you're keeping it simple, keeping it clean. And yeah, you move a lot more, you're lifting heavy weights. And so therefore it's okay that you eat pizza or you eat a Baconator or you eat a fucking donut or a hot dog, because you're fine. You're not just drinking sugar straight from the bottle and sitting on your ass and doing nothing. So you're fine.
No,
Don't even worry about it.
I couldn't even do that, I couldn't even do that. I need to move constantly, where it's like, oh yeah, no, sun's up. It's only later at night when I'm like, I'm fine.
Torgo.
Form a union
I
for YouTube.
like this, but instead of click, find a way, instead of figure out one where it's CLIT.
I was just about to say, find a T at the end.
Yep, find a T somewhere instead of creators. Figure it out, dude. I want clit.
Convention of live streamers, influencers. Yeah, I mean the creators does work. It does work.
But find a word for that last one.
Let me grab my coffee.
Don't be a prick. Join the click. Hey, Torgo, don't be a prick. Lick the clit. Okay. So find out a T that would fit your acronym there, because I want to be a part of the clit. I don't want to be a part of the click. I want to be a part of the clit.
We have a super chat.
Yes, we do. And he's actually asking a great question.
We have the will of the people. The
Yes.
people have spoken. We got Michael Traptree for the 5.
How dare you reject me, Queen of the Universe? You
There we go. Michael Traptree for
Oh,
the
there it
generous
is.
5.
There it is. He nailed it.
Tubers.
Yeah, tubers. Yep. No, I love it. I love it.
Jack-
Anyway, do the
yeah.
thing.
Michael Traptree for the 5. Jack, do you really attribute your health to walking? Well, most of it I do. I mean, I work out about like 3 to 4 times per week, but I walk 20K steps every day ever since I'm here. Well, not ever since I'm here, but like since the weather really started good. My gait is awful. What's gait?
His walk, the way he moves, the way he stands.
And my right
He's
foot-
got a bad foot.
and my right foot is a solid blister after 5 miles. Where do you get good shoes? I bought Adidas sneakers. I just like when it comes to walking, and I learned that the hard way, by the way, because when I got here, I bought like $15 shoes, but they were ruined after like a week. Spend a little bit more on shoes. Like you have to walk on them constantly, and it's okay to spend a little bit more on those since you use them every day. And that's kind of the only advice I can give. Like, get a good pair of Adidas, Pumas, Nikes, Under Armours.
Or maybe get a bicycle that you're not putting as much pressure on your feet and you're pedaling your ass.
You could do that if you prefer cycling.
That would be
Oh.
another one that you're still getting your cardio, you're getting your steps, but you're doing it on a bicycle.
Yeah,
Rather
you could-
stationary, which I don't like because the environment doesn't change, but otherwise pedal your ass around.
Yeah, but you could also go to one of those foot people. What are they called?
Oh yeah, podiatrist.
Yeah, you could go to a podiatrist and they could make shoes for you. You know,
Oh yeah.
if you have
you're gonna pay money for it, but
it will be worth it.
Custom shoes may be the avenue. And you know, I hate to say it, but yeah, you might pay a lot of money for those shoes, but you'll know where the money went. And that includes the insoles and all that shit too. That they would literally be custom shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
it
since
might
they-
be worth looking into. Just saying.
Mhm. No, it would. You know, like that's what I would recommend. Like if you really have so much trouble with like normal brand shoes, you might want to look into that.
That or even custom insoles. You might still get away with, you know, your average one size fits all 10.5 narrow, but it is the custom insoles. And you might need to see a podiatrist about that. They would be able to help you out with that one a little better. Because you might have some other stuff going on there. Hey, do you have planar fasciitis or what is it? Planar fasciitis? Do you have high arches? What's going on with your feet, bro?
I don't know. What I do know is Daily Melon with the Mexican 100.
Woo!
How much is one? Oh, okay, that's a $5. Thank you very much for the $5, generous sir. Let's see, which one have we had yet?
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Thank you.
I still
Oh,
love
yeah,
her.
she was fun. Daily Melon, please, for the 100 Mexican. Walked 20K steps today. Your move, Dutchman. My homie, I've worked 30K steps a couple of days. Your move, Mexican.
You ain't shit.
But 26 is very
No,
decent.
that's respectable. That's actually good steps. Yeah.
And like when I did the 30, that wasn't even on purpose. That was just like, oh, you know, I'll do my 12K in the morning, blah, 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 blah. And then later on, you're hanging out with friends and it's like, oh, let's go there. Let's go there. And you didn't have anything to do in the evening. And then I was like, oh, let's go there. And before you know it, you're at 30K. Like, oh,
What
okay.
was that meme where you had the dude, the gym bro down on the rock holding up the sword, and there's the big demon? You're like, gym bro's your average construction worker.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to you talking about this and him talking about that, you guys are the gym bros. I'm the average construction worker.
Yeah, because
because 26K, dude, that's Friday and that's a slow day.
Yeah.
You know, that
You walk around all
man,
day.
I walk around all fucking day for my job. How
Same
do
as
you think
factory
I
work.
stay slender?
Yeah.
It's like, because I walk around and no, 26 and even 30. Those are respectable numbers. It's like, man, you guys are getting out there, but you guys are doing it with intent.
Yes.
You're doing it because, hey, we're going to go here and then we're going to go there. And then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to go back over here. He's doing it however he's doing it. I'm like, okay, that's my work day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do every day, all the time. Okay, it's respectable numbers. I'm not throwing shade at either one of you. It's like, no, those are good numbers. But you guys are doing it with intent. That's what I do every day. It's like, that's my fucking job, man. I walk around all fucking day from truck to customer and back and forth, up and down everywhere I go, because that's how I get paid. And so mine is the hazards of the occupation.
Can you imagine
But I
if
do respect the numbers. Those are very respectable numbers.
Can you imagine if Twitter started paying out people who walk more? That would be hilarious. Like, hey, connect Twitter to your like step counter and you could get extra rewards for that. It's like, nice. That
Yeah,
would be
Michael, you drove 75 miles today. So what's up? Dude, I drove 130 today.
How much is that in kilometers in oppression
know.
units?
Tora, go look that up. I'm not doing metric here.
We're not doing metric here. How much?
And neither's Michael. He's talking American. So
American.
we're talking fucking imperial here. He's like, I drove 75 miles. That's cute. Dude, I drove 130. This
Mhm.
week, I've probably driven over 500 miles this week. And again, 75, dude, that is respectable. That is decent. Because yesterday, how many did I drive? 20. You know, everything was very concerted, very concentrated, very close. You know, I did more walking than I did driving. So your 75 is respectable, sir. But at the same time, all right, I did 130. What's up? You know, come on, talk to me. I mean, I know I used to drive over 400 miles a day, and that was daily because I did over the road. And it's like, where are you going? Out of state and then back, and
Well,
then
again-
out of state and then back.
Have you actually been like a truck driver in logistics?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I have a CDL. I've done that shit.
oh, nice.
Yes.
I never knew that.
I've done interstate.
Oh,
Yes. I'm the guy that by the end of the week I've racked up 3,000 miles.
damn.
Yes. I've been that guy. I'm not that guy anymore because I don't want to be that guy. It sucks.
At a certain point, I mean, it is a hefty profession. I'll give them that. I do love truck drivers though, or at least the older generation. They're just a salt of the earth, man. It's good people. Really are good people.
Yeah, you are talking to a guy who drives for a living, but I appreciate that's your fucking commute. Dude, move closer. I'm just telling you, no offense, man. I appreciate it, but dude, I understand the commute. It's like, dude, you're spending fucking half your life in traffic. And I do. I spend half my life in traffic. Don't. It sucks, dude. It absolutely, dude. I'm telling you what, when I get married to the belly dancer, I'm going to be moving to her place. Yep. I'm doing all the shit you guys are going to say, don't do that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a chance. I don't care because I don't want the commute. I literally want either an electric bike or a scooter, and I can just go down the street to the liquor store and work for them. And then get back on the scooter, get back on the bike, and scoot my ass back to the house. I don't. When I used to work the call center, you and I think we've talked about this, Jack. When I used to work the call center, I developed an aversion to taking phone calls.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hated
Same.
answering the phone because that's what I did for a living. Okay.
Same.
That aversion's not gone away, just so you know. That's been over 20 fucking years ago, and I still don't want to answer the phone.
I used to dream about my client calls at a
God.
certain point. I knew at that point that it went too far, where it's like, no, I'm dreaming about customer calls. That's not good. No, that is bad.
Michael, truckers, they develop diabetes, they develop high blood pressure,
Prostate
Dude.
issues.
prostate sometimes, spinal issues. Dude, there's all kinds of nasty shit if you become a professional truck driver. But going back to the thing. So you developed an aversion to phone calls. I know I did, and it's still with me to this day. It's been literally, let's see, it's been almost 30 years since
Well,
I've done a call center.
I also don't understand people who want to call these days. You know, where it's like, just shoot me a fucking text
No,
or
I
a voice message.
get it.
Yeah,
But-
you get it.
Yeah, but I mean, my dad, because he's a boomer, wants to call, and my dispatcher still fucking calls me, where I'm like, just text me. Okay, I'm out of the truck. I'm fucking working, and if you need to get a hold of me, text me. Don't call me.
Did I ever tell you the story of my father and not wanting to talk?
Well, Real
Okay,
quick.
put a pin in that. Yeah.
Yep, put a pin in that. We're going to get right back to it here in about a minute. Okay. I now have an aversion to driving. Okay.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
drive for a living. Okay. So, like, when I go camping with the belly dancer, oh, she's driving. I'm not. Oh, I mean, I'll drive up to her house, but I'm like angry. Not at her. Just the fact that, okay, it's my day off. I'm in the fucking car driving up to her house. And it's like, I don't want to be driving. It's my fucking day off. I don't want to do this. But I'm going to do it because I want to see her. And that's just the way it works. But I'm not happy about it. That's why I'm like, man, when I get to her place, when we finally make that fucking move, dude, I may never drive again. I'll let her drive my happy ass around as much. I'm okay, take my man card, guys. If you let your woman drive, who's the girl in the relationship?
Dude,
Fuck off.
some women love driving, man, and you got
mine,
some.
she actually can drive. She's actually good. Where I'm like, man, I'm not scared that I'm gonna die. It's okay.
I don't like it either, and mostly because I don't trust other people.
Right.
I
Same
just
here.
do not trust other people. I wouldn't drive here in Georgia. I wouldn't. Where it's like, oh hell no. I have thought about it, like, hey, maybe if I want to go home, rent a car, go home. But apparently, you can't get out of Georgia with a rental. You can't get out. I said, nope.
Really?
That car stays in this country. So maybe I'd have to like go to Turkey and then do it there, which I think would be possible. I do want to visit Turkey soon, do a little border run. Apparently, there's a nice beach village nearby where it's like, oh, we can check that out.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay, you'll be right back. My ex drove like death owed her money. Damn. No, I mean, I have great memories as well about like Adler in the car and shit like that. That was amazing. I do miss that, like getting CDs in the car. It's more like I miss car rituals. What Watson and I used to do is like if a new Between the Buried and Me album came out, we just get in the car, put the album on, and we drive and we listen to it. And that's how we would review the album, where it's like, okay, like, is it good driving music? Shit like that. And that's how I used to spend my time. But now with walking, it's just not the same. And maybe it's my ADHD or small attention span. I haven't been able to listen fully to the latest Between the Buried and Me album. Just haven't, because you do something, you talk to people, whatever. But with an hour car drive, it's like, oh, I know I have an hour. I don't need to talk to anybody, blah, blah, blah. But like if you're out and about, you pay it. So I miss those things, listening to music together, things like that. Maybe a little bit of like on the open road. It's like I said, I do have a fantasization, an idealization about the US. But Rob told me, and even Nuke is telling me, come to visit. Please don't live here. And I think I would be shooting myself in the foot. What I have been considering, though, it's like I finally know if I want to upgrade here in Georgia, I know how I want to upgrade. It's a corner apartment. I would want to have a corner apartment where it's like where the corner is a window. I would, upgrade to that. Otherwise, nah, not really. Otherwise, no, not really. But where was I going with this? It's like stuff like that, and I think it would be amazing, like driving the American highway with a convertible. That is cool. Blasting like music you love, whatever that might be. I hate driving with other people on the road. Open road is just relaxing to me, though. Yeah, same. I hated driving at a certain point, but because the commute I used to do for work, an hour there, an hour back, and I'm like, what am I doing? And that was my gym job was a 2-minute walk. My gym job literally was a 2-minute walk of commute. And when that ended, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. I was just done. I was just done with it. My patience well had run dry. Like, I'm not doing commuting anymore. I'm not gonna do call centers anymore. If the best job in the world I could have ever had was taken away from me by this shenanigans of like HR and whatever, then I am just not fit for that world. Do you still keep in touch with watching? Yeah, of course. We text every day, and he was here. When was that? June, a month ago,
I was
a
gonna
little
say
bit over.
a month ago, somewhere
Yeah, a little bit
around
over
there.
a month ago. He was here for 5 days. Yeah, no, of course that's not gonna end. Hell no. Mm-mm. Hell no. Are there mostly apartments in Batumi, or is it a mix of houses and apartments? Mostly apartments. Well, and there's a housing crash coming soon because they are building way more than the demand requires, and they're not finishing enough either. It is, look, oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. And then afterwards, remind me of the story of my dad that he didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
It's that Georgian mindset. Look, I love the country. I respect the people. If you know them, they're friendly and whatever. But they do have that mañana mindset,
Yeah.
which is
Tomorrow.
good enough. Good enough. Like the same with my boiler. Oh, let's just drill a copper wire to the railing of the balcony, and it's like
Yep,
it's
there, I fixed it. It's good enough. Yeah.
yeah, good enough. So there's this giant complex here that is just unfinished, but apartments in it have already been sold and rented out. But the projects can't be finished because apparently there's a mixture of concrete and there's a lot of unsafety. But they can't demolish it either because there's apartments in there that have already been sold and rented out. So either the government has to pay up the whole thing or just leave it be. Well, guess what they're doing?
Leaving it be.
Leaving it be. So what happened this past week? That was just peak Georgian nonsense. They had whipped cream on sale. And as you know, I eat my Ben & Jerry's with a can of whipped cream. So I was like, oh, whipped cream, 30% off. Fine. I get to the cash register and I knew what was going to happen. So I took a photo of the sales display with the cans of whipped cream on it. 30%. I get there. She charges me full price. I'm like, that's incorrect. Here's a photo of your display model in this exact store saying I have 30% off. Oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. She looks at the display, the computer, types something, gets another clerk. Older lady comes. She looks at the cash register. She's like, yet. Like, what do you mean yet? Here, this is your store. Security guy is already coming up because he sees there's trouble. She's like, yet, no sale. I'm like, but this is your store displaying this product with a 30% sale. Now, I don't want no bullshit about like, oh, that's only so much euro or dollar. This is a principle thing. Don't tell me there's a sale and then don't give it to me because they've done that before.
Sure.
That's just fuckery with your clients. And for what? Pennies on the dollar? Fine.
Yep.
And she just looks me dead in the eye. She's like, "Yet." I'm like, "Okay, bye." Left all of my stuff there. Just walked out. Security guard didn't even know what to do with me. I just walked out. Like, then you're not getting
there's
my money.
nothing you can do. You're not putting up a fight.
No.
You're just like, fuck it. I won't shop here. You can go restock everything. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not putting it back myself. You want to be rude? This is how you want to do business with people? Never mind. And that's kind of the thing because the sale was actually there, but they don't know how the computer works. So it's like, I'm just not going to give you the sale. I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to get anybody who understands it.
Yep. Hence,
hence, niet. I'm just not going to give it to you. And that is the hospitality you receive here. It's like the guy who I told I don't want sauce on my shawarma. I see him making it with sauce. I tell him like, hey, I ordered without, and he starts getting aggressive. That's the shit you're gonna get.
Trade-offs. Yep.
It's trade-offs. Like still, I mean, I can't complain or whatever. You just have to look for certain things. I found a bazaar which now has reduced my coffee price has reduced my coffee price by 60%. No, 66%, and my eggs by 50%.
Oh, nice.
So I'm getting cheaper eggs and coffee now as well, which is nice. That's just the thing in Georgia. You need to know where to look for. But when you finally find that places where you know what to look for,
Oh yeah, you never give them up either, because they give you the service and the price, and so you give them your business,
yes.
and you
But if
never talk about them other than in vague terms to anybody in the vicinity, because no, that's mine. Yep, I get it.
But it's like shit like that. Same as where I get my milk. I always, every week, I buy like 7 bottles of milk there in total. And he never, like, I told him, like, hey, here's a deal. How about, I come here every week, just scrape off 2.5 lari, because that's a nice round number. Because I come here every day. I am your business, and then I will recommend. They don't know that concept. They don't understand that. They don't know how to put it in. They don't. Same as when you order something that's off menu. They don't. No. Why are you going away from the menu?
That is an American problem too.
Really?
Yeah. Here's a good example. Okay. You're talking about something off menu. Okay. Wherever I go, especially, and I'm going to talk about fast food. I'm going to talk about burger joints, and it doesn't matter which one. It can be Burger King. It can be McDonald's. It can be fucking Five Guys. Wendy's. I don't care. Okay. It doesn't matter. I like my burgers a certain way that are not on the menu. Okay. They are custom. And even if I have an app, even if I have a kiosk and I put it in myself, okay, never mind walking up to a cashier and telling them what I want. Yeah, the amount of errors have dropped dramatically, not having to talk to a person and say, this is what I would like, because they go, oh, okay, yeah. And they start punching things on their keyboard. And in the past, I had a running joke with a friend where he, this is like 30 years ago, that it's like, hey, let's go get a burger at McDonald's. He'd say that, and I'd go, all right, let's go see what McDonald's is going to fuck up today.
But back when you were actually full after a McDonald's meal, because they actually put something goddamn on it.
Right. But either way, I'm very picky. I like things a very certain way.
Same.
Okay? But it's not on the menu per se. It's not how they come that, oh, give me a Big Mac. I don't want a Big Mac the way it comes on the menu. I want it a little different. Dude, I couldn't tell you how many times it would be fucked up, because this is why I wouldn't do the drive up, because they fuck you at the drive through. And so I'm like, no, we're walking in. That way I can open it up when they bring it out and go, here's your order, sir. I pull it out of the bag if we're leaving, or it's on the tray. I open it up, because 50% of the time it's wrong. And I'd be like, nope, this isn't what I ordered. Okay. Now with apps or kiosks, it's dropped to about 25% of the time.
Which is a nice improvement.
It is, but I want 100%. Maybe I'm being unrealistic, but this is why we live in the society we do.
Yeah. But it's
because, 90%'s good enough that 1 out of 10 times it's going to be fucked up. No, I want it to be right every time. That's why I go there. That's why I pay the money.
I had it here once. I ordered a double McMuffin and they gave me a single. So I walked back where it's like, oh, no, hey, sorry, I ordered a double. You gave me a single. And he just threw it out. I'm like, you guys throw that out?
Yep, yeah. Of course they do.
Why? That's such a waste of food. You know, I'd almost be like, no, no, no. You know what? Let me pay for the single one too. At least get me the double. You know,
Correct,
I'd rather
Torgo.
have the.
Correct, Torgo. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Why
real quick,
don't
Michael
you tell-
Traptree with the 2.
Stop gooning.
There we go. Jack, did you ever check out Ushanka show? Let me check that. I think. I
And
did.
Crimson King, I mean, that's literally your job. You know,
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
fuck
dude.
my job up, I'm going to get called on the carpet. And if I fuck it up enough, they're going to fire me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's literally your job.
Uh,
Do it right the first time.
No, Michael, I did. I did check that. Haven't watched full videos yet, but I did check it. It is pretty interesting. It's a Soviet Union guy who goes into the deep history of what actually happened there. But no, I do think you're right. I do feel a little bit entitled though when I do it. But on the other hand, do your fucking job.
Right.
You know, where it's like, oh, this is not on the menu. So, but the thing is that a lot of these people see it as how do you call that? Like not factory work, but when you work the line.
Assembly.
They consider it assembly work. And when you go off assembly, then they malfunction. And that's when they find you so annoying. But on the other end, I'm like, no, I am a paying customer. I pay for the service. Therefore, I think I can at least expect what I pay for. And
And
yeah,
if
you're
not,
I mean,
you vote with your wallet.
I am like that is the only store near me that has Pepsi. I'm like, fine, I'll drink Coke. That's no, and I prefer Pepsi a lot more than I do Coke.
I get it. It's a principle at that point. I
Just
understand.
the sheer, you know me. At this point, it's the manners thing. It's like you went there, just the rudeness. That's what I don't be rude to me, you know, especially not when money is involved. Don't be rude to me. I once almost dragged a KFC employee out of the window for being snarky to my father. It's like, what did you say? I'm like, okay, Mohammed, you don't want this heat. You can be
while you're at
snarky.
Talk about your dad, about
Yeah.
trucks and whatnot.
No. Like, so I had a girlfriend back in the day, and she wasn't his favorite. And she invited him for Christmas. He looks at her. He's like, lady, he literally said this. He's like, lady, Christmas is the only day off I get. I am on the phone all day, every day, talking to people. Do you really think I want to spend my one day off talking to people? I'm glad I don't have to see anybody. So thanks, but no thanks. I'm like, damn, Dad. Fuck. Could you at least have like wrapped that up a bit, you know? Nope. Lady, I'm done talking to anybody. God damn. I don't know if Rob heard that story, but oh, he was a savage when it came to that. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, he did not give it a shit. He like, I talk all day, every day to people, and you expect me to talk and hang out with people on the one day I'm off? No thanks.
Right.
What we do are thankful for though is Judd Grover with the 2. Thank you very much, sir.
And there goes the monetization.
Judd Grover with the 2. I think this is a question for you because I don't know this one. Which was better, 1978 or 2004, Dawn of the Dead?
Well, to me, my answer is it depends. Now, if you want the originality, I guess, if you're a purist, then of course 1978, way better. Okay. But it's kind of cheesy because of the tech. because of the effects, all that shit. But I do enjoy it from that nostalgic kind of purist point of view. But I actually kind of like 2004 a little better, just because it was more my time era. Because I mean, granted, yeah, I was born in 72, so I was, like 6 years old when the 78 came out. And I've seen it, and I like it, but I liked 2004 a little better because it was a little more modernized. That's the only way I can describe it. So it's kind of like The Thing. Okay. The Thing to me that was my favorite goes back to the Kurt Russell one that was late 70s, early 80s, where it wasn't CGI, but they had way better effects. But The Thing goes back to like the 50s or 60s. And I've seen the original. I think it's in black and white. And it's not bad. But I kind of like the Kurt Russell version better. And part of it's just because that's the era I grew up, and that's the era that, that's the shit that gave me nightmares. It's like, oh, fuck. That's just horrific compared to the original. That's it, But I personally prefer the 2004, but that's me. But I appreciate the 78.
Okay.
Yep, and Torgo brought up a good point there too. 78 was the slow, dragging the foot kind of thing. Man, you can outwalk them and you don't even have to run. You just do a mildly brisk walk and it's not a problem. Where the 2004, yeah, those motherfuckers are going to catch you pretty quick. You better be in peak physical performance to take on the 2004 zombies versus the 78 ones.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I've never been one for old school horror. Watson's more into that area, the old school horror films, things like that. I'm not a horror film enjoyer in general. I don't know.
And I like horror. I've watched a lot of different horror films. I mean, if we're going to talk more zombie genre, my absolute favorite, believe it or not, is the 28 whatever. 28 days later, 28 weeks, 28 months, whatever they are. It started out with 28 days because they're not undead. They're just infected with a virus. They're still technically human. They're still technically alive. But man, they are brutal and they are fast. And when I watch that shit, I'm just like, oh man, it borders on the realistic, where it's like, man, I could actually see something like that shit happening. There's some biochemical bullshit that either gets out from the lab accidentally or it's intentional, and people get a whiff of it, goes up the nose, and bang, 30 seconds later, they're this fucking savage. And they're like lightning fast. And you're not going to talk to them. You're not going to, negotiate. You're not going to casually stroll away. You're either shooting them in the head if you have a weapon, or you're fucking running for your life at that point. And so, yeah, the 28 days series where there's 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, the latest one, I wasn't as impressed with that one. But the original first 2, the 28 days and then the 28 weeks, those were good. I liked them. And I like zombie films. I do. Even The Walking Dead, even though they never mentioned the Z word. It's like, I appreciated it. It's like, okay, yeah, because I kind of watched, I didn't watch the entirety of Walking Dead. I think I got to season 5, and then I was like, yeah, we jumped the shark. And then I quit because I don't care. you know, but I did watch even that shit. That it's like, okay, you know, the first couple of seasons were pretty damn good. You know, we don't know how it happened. We don't know why it happened, but here it is. And it's just people figuring it out. And then you get a little more as time goes on where, you know, in the beginning it's, oh, you got to be bit in order to turn. And then we find out, nope, because I'll never forget the episode between Shane and fuck, I forget the sheriff, the main character. You guys know, Torgo, look it up. The cop guy, him and Shane were cops. They were besties. And they got in a pissing match over whatever it was. And Shane had never been bit. And him and the other dude got fucking into it. And the main dude ended up shooting Shane, like shot him in the chest, fucking dropped him. Yeah, Rick Grimes' character. Yeah, what was his fucking character's name? Okay, but they got into a pissing match in a field over whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was about. Whether it was power or chicks, I don't remember. I just remember Shane had never been bit. And fucking Rick, that was his name, Rick Grimes. Thank you, Crimson King. Fucking Rick drops him. Okay, because it got that bad. Fucking drops him. And like 10 minutes later, all of a sudden, Shane's getting back up. And it's like, oh shit. This isn't just about being bit. There's more to the story here. You know, that maybe this is something that whether they inhaled it or it's a DNA thing, you know, that, oh my God, there's more to the story here because up to that point, oh, in order for this to happen, you got to get bit. And he shot him in the chest type of thing. He dropped and died, you know, and Rick was sad because Shane was his buddy. And then he walks away, and then all of a sudden, fucking old Shane gets back up, and now he's a zombie. And then it's like, oh shit, this is bigger. That was cool. That kind of shit was cool.
I never got into The Walking Dead. I remember when it was this huge hype. I just never got into it. It's like, zombies are not my thing, man. But I never got into The Big Bang Theory either. I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was cool. I absolutely hated it. Bunch of goyim with like some bartender slut neighbor. Or it's like, okay, I mean, you know, nerds getting back with the whore. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, oh, look, they have a smart autistic one. He's so funny. It's like, no, he's just annoying and autistic, you know, and there's nothing funny about this. I always liked adventure films. It's a shame that Prince of Persia never went anywhere. I really did like that film with Jake Gyllenhaal. I like that film. It's not special, but it's like, it was fun. Maybe a little bit too much on the CGI, but
Yeah.
Pirates 1 and 2 was great. I think the third one is meh. I like the fourth one better than the third, and 5 is just, I'm sorry.
No,
But
I would agree with you. I liked the first 2, but after that, I was kind of like, meh, whatever.
Yeah, but like, in 5, he just plays a character of himself, where it's like, no, it's like, how do you phrase that? In part 5, Jack Sparrow is played as how people who don't understand the character would describe Jack Sparrow. Oh, like he's this drunk, funny pirate. It's like, no, there's more to it than that. You know, he's actually pretty clever, actually. And he's got more people hoodwinked than you think, especially in part 1. You know, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants you to know that he doesn't know that he knows what he's doing. Savvy. Ironically, that fit very well. But I like the Indiana Jones is absolutely great. You know?
And the first one was fantastic. The Temple of Doom. I mean, it's not bad.
As great as we remember. Not as great as we remember.
My 2 favorites were Raiders, of course, the original, and The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
That was it. The rest of them, you know, the Crystal Skull or whatever, and even Temple of Doom, I was like, yeah.
Temple of Doom is kind of like more of a child-friendly film.
Not really when you got a guy pulling
Yeah,
your
okay, no, but you know what I mean? It's like more comedy leaning. It's more leaning into that, where it's like, oh, the woman's screaming all the time, and
It
it's
was
more
camp.
camp.
It was
That's the
campy.
one.
And
Yeah.
that's why I didn't like it. Where Raiders was good because, oh wow, we haven't seen something like this. And even The Last Crusade, because you get some of the backstory. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, Indiana was the name of the dog, you know, because Sean Connery's the dad,
Mhm.
you know, and you chose wisely type of thing, you know. But yeah, if you want to stay immortal, you can't leave the cave. You know, there's still a catch.
Look, and I know like fighting Nazis is a bit of a has-been, but they had an actual cool reason to fight Nazis, where it's like, no, we're fighting them for artifacts, you know? We're not fighting them for the ideology. We're fighting them for the artifacts.
Right.
That's
We
what
don't
care
want
about.
them to have the things.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what we care about, not the other nonsense. Like, do whatever you want, you know? Oh, chambers? Ah, we don't care about that.
Yeah.
Or that big is that Raiders? No, which one is that with the plane with the where he gets in the propeller? Oy.
No,
Is
that
that-
was Raiders.
Yeah, so Raiders has the sword scene and the propeller scene.
Right, where he was fighting the the German Nazi guy that's like 7 times his size, and the dude's just beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, you
And
can't
then
shoot
he
your way out of that one.
Propellers, the plane was turning, and he just kind of ducked down, and the dude got hit by the propeller.
Yeah.
Got hit
Practical.
from the back. You know, by the time he turned around, it's too late.
Yeah, practical effects.
That was
things
Raiders.
like that. Yeah.
That's where we had the face melt, we had the mummification, and then the explosion when
Yep.
they opened the ark.
Yeah.
When he told Miriam, keep your eyes shut, you know, don't look, you know, because the Germans and the French guy Belloc decided, we're gonna open it up and take a look, and they found out what the wrath of God was all about.
He was such an interesting villain where he burns his hand, and that's how they find it. Where it's like, I have the map.
But he wasn't right though.
No.
Because Totem, I know what you're talking about. He was the interrogator, and he grabbed the medallion and it burned on his hand, and he dropped it and ran out and put it in the snow. And Indy or Miriam was able to pick it back up. But there was the instructions, which Totem got the first half of the instructions, but there was more on the backside, which meant when they went into the Chamber of Souls and did the light beam, they were off. Because, do so many kadams for this, that, and the other. But then you have to read the back of it, and it says, but take 1 kadam back. And it's like, you guys fucked up because you only got half the message. But I remember it.
No. That was actually
we only had one side. Yep.
They
But
never
Mary,
really-
don't look at it. Yep.
They tried with National Treasure, which weren't bad, but
No, National Treasure was a more CGI and general audience friendly version of Raiders.
yes.
Is how I looked at it. I liked National Treasures for what it was. That I'm like, okay, more CGI because the technology was there, and it was more family friendly than even Raiders was, because the shooting scene and the burning of the hand and what happens at the end and the propeller, that's not. I mean, it was PG at the time. If they were to do it again today, it would probably be at least PG-13, if not more, because it was pretty graphic. Even for special effects, it's like, it was pretty fucking graphic back then.
What was this? You had the guy from Waterworld. He played Robin Hood as well, right?
You're talking
Kevin
about,
Costner.
you're talking about Kevin Costner.
He played Robin Hood, right?
Yes.
That was pretty good too.
It was okay.
Was that with Alan Rickman, or was Alan Rickman Men in Tights?
I don't remember.
Torgo, look that up. Because you had a Robin Hood film later on with what's his name, Russell Crowe, but that just didn't land the same.
No, most of them don't. But
a lot of films are
fairness,
like.
I've never been a big fan of Robin Hood.
Mm,
I know the story, I know the fable, and I'm like, meh.
mm.
You know, that, yeah, I never went to the theater. I never paid good money to watch anything Robin Hood. It's like, yeah, no, I've watched it, you know, some of them on cable that it's like, Oh, Carrie Ells. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Mm. Okay, so it
There
was.
we go. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Alan Rickman played the
Yeah.
sheriff.
I mean, that one was. Sorry, that film was pretty nice. Hey, Chest is here. World Cup of the American Balls. I'm annoyed by Freddie and every Brit encountering salted meat for the first time. Good to see you, Chest.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
I'll be right back.
You know what? I'm playing the clip because then I can pee and grab some more coffee. We're playing the clip, boys. We'll be right back after these messages. Where is it? Got to be here somewhere.
Chest, if you're still here, look at my comment.
Hold up. There you go. I didn't turn it on. There we go. I'm getting old, Rob. I'm getting old.
You're funny.
Oh, it's one of those days. There we go. My foot hurts. Don't know why. Did I miss anything? Gem Diver, Herb Harley Davidson, and Jack the Marlboro Man. Nah. It is funny. I noticed
Have
a
you
while
ever
back.
seen the movie?
No.
Obviously, I understand the reference.
No.
I
No, but
understand the reference.
I did notice where it's like, oh,
Gem Diver, it's the opposite.
yeah, I actually did notice we're actually like Team Red and Team Blue here, which is funny.
Yeah,
Actually
Crips and
opposite.
Bloods.
Yo, reparations, bro. Give me thems. Give me them's reparations and segregations, bro. Judgment by the color of my character. it is like I said, I could have never imagined the level of extremism I would have hold on to in my later years, where it's like, nah, get the hell away from them,
Your later years, Jesus, you talk like you're my age.
No, but you know what I mean, like I'm
No, I do,
35,
I
I'm
know.
already this extreme. where
I'm
It's like,
35. I'm old. The world hasn't even begun to fuck with you yet. but
so I will turn even more extreme. I will show up in full Hugo Boss outfits on stream, which I would pretty much rock, though. Not gonna lie, they would suit on me. I have the
and
coat.
they wouldn't. But I mean, if you're gonna go Hugo Boss because you're that extreme, you might as well throw a white pillowcase with holes and wear that too.
Yeah,
and-
but Myron kind of ruined that.
Right. You can, well, I know, but I mean, you can try to one up him. You can wear Hugo Boss with a white pillowcase. I mean, let the turkeys outmatch the turkeys. Either way, you and him both are turkeys. Let's
No,
put it
no.
this way. If you want to get extremism, you don't have to shave your head and wear Hugo Boss today.
Well, because I don't want to be a clown.
Well, there you go. But if you decide you want to wear Hugo Boss on a live stream, so I'm saying, why not add the pillowcase with a couple of eye holes, and you and Myron can be kissing cousins?
No, but it's like I said, he kind of ruined that. You want to have the cool hat, the officer's hat. That's still cool.
Do you know what though, dude? Even if you did, you're a fucking clown.
Nobody would care. That's the thing too. Nobody would care. There we go. Where are you? In 2025, 87% of all new hires in the private sector were women. 2 million men stopped officially participating in the job market. Yeah, but Chesty, question. How high is the percentage of entrepreneurial endeavors when it comes to men? Because they might have dropped out of the job market, but have they completely stopped working? That's the question.
And that's fair. And if he knows numbers or whatever, if he has sources, I'd like to hear what he has to say.
He'll probably.
But I'll tell you my side of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, there are probably a lot more bums, if you will, a lot more unhoused people, for one. And the other side of the equation is guys checked out whether they became entrepreneurs or not, or they became kept men. They decided, you know what? I got a woman that makes really good money. She's got a jobby job and she likes her jobby job and she's good at her jobby job. And hell, she's doing better than me. Fuck it. She's like, oh, I got you, babe. You can retire.
You, babe.
You can retire. And, and I understand, clock ticking. I've heard it from your dad and I'm not discrediting it, but it's you find other ways to slow or stop the clock.
80% of businesses startups are by men, but the men often having multiple businesses. Okay. So, but there is truth to it then where it's like, yeah, women are getting the workforce, but men are getting the entrepreneurial right where they're working for themselves,
Right.
I've said it before and I will say it again. Men are not behind. We're ahead of the curve.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even right now with YouTube and Twitter online, sure, you decide to call out the whammon and rent's due, whatever it is, okay, and that's fine. But how many accounts that we know of are men versus women? It's kind of like online dating. There's 85% men to 90% men, and it's 10% women. Women get elevated up because tits and loud voice, because we can't shut the fuck up. So we have to call them out and hold them accountable. So apparently there's 1 billion women on the internet when no, there's like 12. There's 12 women on the internet. And I know at least 6 of them. The other ones, they're sus. It's like, yeah, tits or get the fuck out. Okay. There are no women on the internet. It's like, no, there's approximately 6. And that's about it, which means everybody else is fucking Pakistanis and other subcontinentals masquerading. And you all are fucking buying it because I see it on the feed. I don't follow any of the shit. I get the shit showing up to me because of you assholes. And that's where it's like, okay, I see where it comes from. It's not because, oh, wow, she's that popular or she. She. It's like, yeah, no, it's because you assholes are swallowing the fucking hook.
It's
You can't shut your fucking whore mouths.
what I tend to do these days. I go to the account, I check, and it's like, oh, Nigeria, block. And Nuke is a great filter for that because he engages with them. And it's like,
Oh, I know.
Who did Nuke reply to today? It's like, let me see. Southeast Asia or South Asia, block.
Southeast Asia, doesn't matter.
Well, doesn't matter.
Same fucking thing. It's all the subcontinent.
Well, thanks, Tibby. Yeah, that one was. Men in Tights is also pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'll cut your heart out with a spoon. Why a spoon, sir? Because it's blunt, you idiot. I love old British humor. Do you think we really had the best of times when it comes to like media and culture?
Oh, yeah.
Or are we going through a cycle where it's like, yeah, it's bad now, but we'll get there?
It's all cyclical. Okay. That's one thing I've learned, being a child of the 70s, where tie-dyes and bell-bottoms were the thing. And then in the 80s, the tie-dyes and the bell-bottoms gave way to pinstripe ties and form-fitting suits. Okay. Using fashion as an example. And the girls' skirts got shorter and tighter, which I'll always love that era. Okay. And then we get into the 90s where fashion kind of shit the bed because baggy pants for everybody. Okay. But then in the early, late 90s, early 2000s, hey, girls are wearing hip huggers. Yeah, they're still kind of baggy, but you're seeing belly, you're seeing fucking pelvis. And then that kind of went away. Now we got mom jeans where it's up to their fucking diaphragm. And it's like, oh man. But the tie-dyes have come back. The bell bottoms have come back. And now the hip huggers are starting to come back. And yeah, they're not going to look like the hip huggers from the late 90s, early aughts. No, just like the bell bottoms don't look exactly like they did in the 70s. Just like the pinstripe tie and the tight clothing. I mean, skinny jeans. Okay, skinny jeans, dude, that goes back to the 80s, but they weren't called skinny jeans because guys, if they wanted that look, they didn't wear jeans. They wore fucking like khakis, but they were tight, or they were Levi 501s, not 550s, not 560s, not 514s or whatever the current fucking thing is. They weren't Lee jeans. They weren't cowboys on the ranch where, yeah, you saw everything, whether you wanted to see it or not. Okay. It's all cyclical. It's no different than, oh, women are on the line bitching about, I don't want to fuck my husband. Dude, this shit's been going on before the internet because I remember, like I told you earlier in the show, my girlfriend, I'm 19, she's 18. She's like, yeah, I think maybe we went too fast and I kind of don't want to. And I was like, oh, you don't want to fuck me? I'll find someone who does.
State plan is the same as the Go plan. Speaking
Yeah,
of
what
which,
is old-
by the way, what is old is new again?
My truth, the king.
My Truth the King for the Generous 5.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. You're telling me that's fascism? Waiter, more fascism, please.
Yeah, it's all bullshit there too. But anyway.
Yep. My Truth the King for the 5. She sounding kind of sus. Also starting to sound kind of like them boys, them boys. Now let's fill Rob's feed with today's slop, like straight manure.
Now, go ahead. I won't
He'll
see it
block you.
because I did a Ryan Stone and I literally purged most of my feed
Yeah.
to reset the algorithm. It's nothing against you guys, but I've been very proactive
Thorough.
about who I follow. Same with YouTube. I don't want a bunch of garbage, AI slop, whatever you want to call it, Indian crap. And so I'm even more vigilant on YouTube than I am on Twitter. But when Ryan decided to do a fast, and yeah, for a while there, I was one of the ones, he kind of cut everybody. And I get it. That when I was like, oh, damn, I didn't make the cut. And he's like, no, man, it's not personal. And I was like, no, dude, I get it. It's fine. It's, I can't change it. It's fine. But I'm back and I'm happy because he's been gradually re-adding people. No different than Chest. Chest has his favorite 50 or whatever. It's like, this is the number and that's it.
I think I've done that, which is nice.
Well, I don't know, but I know at least right now, unless he decides I'll show you, Rob, at least as of right now, I'm still on his favorite 50.
Yeah, 31. He follows 31 people.
Yeah. Okay. So Chest, you've even done you've done a cut because I know at one point you had 50. Mm-hmm. And I know I was one of those fortunate few, even in the 50. But hell, if you've cut it to 30, damn. And last I checked, I'm assuming I'm still part of that fortunate 30. But that's where I'm at. I'm like at 32. That it's like, okay, I got you, Jack. I got Chest. I got Ryan. I got a handful of other dudes. And that's it. And my feed, yeah, you guys you can tag me, you can throw whatever, man. My fucking feed is like bulletproof. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to see it. And it's no offense to you guys. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't want to see it. I don't care.
I get it. You'll receive no pushback from me, sir. It's like I said, there's certain people where it's like, oh, I like that these people follow me.
Right.
Like Chesty is one of them. Arch is one of them. Wine More Please is one of them.
Those are a handful of dudes that, yeah, I still follow them. Yep.
I am still like, it's not, I still have the desire to have and Ryan and Chesty and Arch and Wine More Please on the same panel. I got close. I got Arch, Wine More Please, and Ryan on the same panel. I was like, yeah, okay, that was the best thing I've ever contributed here on YouTube. And then Chesty, unfortunately, was busy, but oh, that would have been great. That would have been great.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was still fun having those three on. And it barely was about anything Red Pill. I remember Ryan had the Nicki Minaj flag behind him. He's like, hey, Wine, got your girl here. Wine More Please is such a savage, man. I was like, God damn, just don't fuck with him. Yeah, no, exactly. Almost had it, but 75%. It's nice to have,
I would have tuned into that show.
Oh yeah, it's still up there. It's still
no, but I mean, if you actually got the whole, the actual whole arch villain panel to show up, you got them all in one room at the same time, dude. I'd have showed up to watch that. That would have been good.
Yeah, 3 out of 4. That was the best I got. 3 out of 4. Maybe we
that's-
can bring back Post Zero again, and then we'll manage it. Where it's like, yeah, no, I just want it. You know, I don't care what we talk about, because it will divulge into it anyway. That's the beautiful thing about dudes. Just let them talk, and then slowly but surely, it's like, so what about women? You know, just what about them?
Oh man, dude, that would be one of those that, you know what? If I was hosting that kind of panel and I needed to take a piss break and get another couple of beers, not just a beer, but like 2 or 3, and I got to check on the cat, and be like, so guys, what about women? And man, they would figure out the pecking order of who says what, when, where, for what, how, and why. Man, I could just like turn off the camera and go do my thing and then come back, and man, they're still going.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be glorious. It would be absolutely glorious. That's like, yeah, I'll go watch the replay because I missed about 10 minutes.
Well, and
'Cause I
that's
had to use the bathroom because
That's what it's what I like about having Stripper on Rule Zero, and now Arch every now and then joins as well, where you get more of that actionable perspective on things.
Right.
Because Stripper's been on Ryan's Patreon for God knows how long, and then Arch has been on Married Red Pill for God knows how long. And since Ryan doesn't always want to do it anymore, it's nice to have like those two kind of fill in that knowledge gap. They can't fill in the snarky gap, man. It's like having Ryan talking about eating ass is just hilarious. He can't let that go. He just can't let it go. It's like, it's like, what? It's like, you have this girl, full on trad wife, marries, get blessed by the Pope. And you got Elisha Shaver, like, nah, man, got her to snort coke off my dick and eat my bunghole while she was at it. It's like, oh Lord, what is happening?
whamming. Am I right?
Am I right? Speaking of, Retro Gamer for the $4.99. Thank you very much, sir.
Emotional damage.
That's a new
Retro
one.
Gamer for the $4.99. Thank you very much, sir. Bringing back Post Zero would please many of us. Yeah, but the thing is, it's on Sunday. Everybody's got shit to do on Sunday. I've got shit to do on Sunday. We just got, yeah. Life happened, kind of thing. You know, maybe I could try tomorrow if the guys are in for it. I was like, hey, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Just let's shoot the shit. You know, I don't know if Hawk's free. I don't know if Kyle's free, because I mean, Kyle's has a family now. You know,
Yeah, he's a family man. He's raising a daughter. He's got shit to do.
yeah, Kyle's so maybe we can try. Then we got Alex Patillo for the 5, our truck driving agent in the field. Got your favorite clip right here.
Show me your tits or I'll kill myself. Amazing.
There we go. Alex Patillo with the generous 5. I finally got around blocking subcontinent bots. Do you know how clean it gets seeing the feed in X Twitter? Yes. I do it too. I do it on site. It's like, oh, I see some gender slop where I'm like, okay, are you American? No, you're not. Okay, goodbye. You know, and I got called out on it where it's like, well, you're from Georgia. It's like, dude, I'm traveling. Shut up. You know, I'm European.
Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
And then you look at theirs and it's like, oh, go away. You know? But then we have My Truth the King for the generous 2.
Stop gooning.
My Truth the King with the 2. Eating ass, where the party at? At Elijah Schaefer's house, apparently. You know? Elijah Schaefer's house, apparently. She blocked me because I called her old. Why would you do that, Chest? Why would you?
You're not missing anything, Chest. You're not. Because I think I might have blocked Shu when I was doing the Tuscan Raider thing here a year or so ago. I think I even blocked her just because I can't even. Because that was the beginning of where I'm at, where you have your holy 30, and I think I'm at 32. I think I have 2 more that it's like, okay, yeah, I want to keep these couple around because I enjoy the content, because it's cat videos or it's whatever, it's pretty girls in bikinis. It's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I want to look at that shit. I don't want to hear about politics and bullshit. You know, I don't give a fuck. And it's just one of those things that, man, yeah, I can't even. My truth, yeah, it's the Ryan Stone quote. I can't even, dude. And it's no different with YouTube. I am very vigilant with what shows up on my recommended based on, oh, I clicked on a link and either it's AI and it's bullshit, or it's some other bullshit, and then YouTube wants to serve me more bullshit because I clicked on some bullshit. So I have to go back into my history and start deleting shit. And then, okay, is this person worth my subscription? Never mind a membership. Never mind, ooh, do I want to pay them? No. Is this someone I want to see more of? And yeah, I've pivoted away from the red pill. It's like, no, I follow Jack, I follow Ryan, and that's it. And I watch the occasional Aaron Clary, even though I don't follow him. I'll watch some of his shit because watching your uncle get, you know, he likes to gas himself up. That's still fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll literally have him on in the background doing his thing, and I'm like vacuuming the floor and washing the dishes or whatever I'm doing. I'm not paying active attention to him because, yeah, but I realized even watching some of his shit, and it's not his fault per se, but clicking on one of his videos, dude, all of a sudden I'm seeing the cancer roots. I'm seeing the cancer roots where all of a sudden YouTube's going, oh, you like that? You should watch this guy. And it's like, no, that's fucking cancer. I don't want to watch that shit. I know who it is. I've already seen it. No, thank you. I don't want to watch that shit. I get that shit off your uncle, and it's not his fault directly. It's my fault for watching Aaron Clary.
Yeah, but we got our first tenner of the evening. Inquisitor Tibby with the 10. Thank you very much, Tibby. Our first 10 of the evening. Thank you very much, Tibby. Yeah, let me take this one, old man. This is some, this.
I have
anime.
no idea who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, this is some anime lore. Quick One Piece diversion. I don't mind. Let's go. If you think we're done seeing the likes of Dofi, Magellan, Mr. Two Bon Clay, we're not. You are correct. Magellan, I wouldn't be too surprised because he stepped down. If you know the, like, Oda does these little like short stories on the cover. There is a story about Mr. Two and Magellan, which Magellan stepped down as warden of Impel Down, and Mr. Two is still alive. We're not. Impel Down is filling up with water, and Dofi knows something about Mary Joie. Yeah, Dofi's coming back. We know that, you know, like Dofi's been hinting at things for a long time. And probably people think he's going to join Cross Guild, which would be funny since then you would have like half of the former 7 warlords, or at least not the former, but you would have 4 former warlords there. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but something is going to happen, especially with Dofi being a celestial dragon and things like that. There's stuff going on, but like I need more Blackbeard lore, man. I don't care that much about Mary Joie and like the Void Century. I care way more about Blackbeard, but I mean everything's connected, I guess. But yeah, that's probably gonna happen. We had a break week, right? Next week is gonna be the new chapter, so let's hope it's a good one, and let's hope there's not another break. You know, I hope that at least. Somebody translate. I don't speak Spurgeon. Oh, Judge, shut up. Shut up. That's One Piece we're talking about. That's
No, I
One
like Judd for that one. That was good. Good, bro. I don't
Black-
speak basement dweller.
Black pill creeping in. We don't.
Oh, yeah. No.
There was like that tweet I did. There were so many guys like replying to that. Where it's like, oh my god, she's the scourge of the world. How dare this girl? You can smell her notch count from a mile away. It's like,
Dude,
what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people?
A couple of years ago, I used to tell guys the gold is in the replies. Okay, never mind the original tweet, the original post. I would go in and here's the gold. Here's, oh shit. Here's actionable advice. Here's some shit that it's like, oh man, but somewhere in the last couple of years, that all changed. I don't even bother checking replies anymore unless it's one of my like 32 or whatever it is that I'm following, and then I get a notification. You liked it or responded, or Bull or Chest or Ryan, somebody said something. Yeah, I'll go look at that. But anything else, I don't even fucking care. I don't even fucking care because I've seen enough that whether it's bots or it's Indians or it's just fucking spurgs. It's like, I don't even look at my replies unless it's literally a notification from somebody I follow. Then it's like, oh, I want to see what Jack had to say. But I don't look at the rest of it because I don't care. Because it's all garbage. It's all fucking garbage. And so there's no gold in the replies unless it's someone you actually follow. And that's on you, whatever that looks like, however you choose to do it. It's your account. You do you, man. But for me, it's like, man, no. I get notifications from Chest. I get notifications from you. And this isn't just replies. This is like you doing you. Okay. I get notifications from Ryan, Chest, and you. That's it. Even Nuke. I follow Nuke. I don't get notifications from him. Yeah, it shows up on my feed. But as far as my phone telling me, hey, man, here's one. I get it from Chest. I get it from Ryan. I get it from you. That's it.
Good.
That's it.
Good.
And occasionally I get some shit from Bull. And it's like, all right. And that's fine. That's enough for me. It's like, oh, you have 4 notifications. Oh, let's see what these are. Oh, there's Chest. There's Chest doling out the wisdom. Oh, there's Ryan being a snark or whatever he's doing. That's cool. Or Ryan liked your thing. All right, cool. Oh, there's Jack doing Jack shit. All right. And then occasionally Bull. That's it, man. I don't hear from nobody else. And I'm like, I like it that way. Oh, and occasionally I'll get an occasional notification from Ginger. That's like, oh, Ginger's doing Ginger shit. She's welding in a tank top.
Our Twitter mom.
Yeah, our Twitter mom. That's it.
What do you say we wrap this one up?
Sure.
It's been a nice 2.5 hours. Guys, everything Rob is robsays.net. Everything me is jacknapier.substack.com. You can join now for over 100 essays, new essays every week, 3 free audiobooks with a 4th one on the way, in a private community with monthly Q&As, of which we shall be holding it next Thursday, 9 a.m. Central. Also, my book is now available on paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com. Links to both of these will be in the chat, description, and comment section below. I want to thank everybody for the very generous super chats. Retro Gamer, Mountain Man Tops, King Crimson Trust Issues, Judd Grover, Judd, Michael Traptree, Daily Men and Please, Michael again, Judd, My Truth the King, Retro, Alex Batillo, of course, My Truth, and Inquisitor Tibby. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats today. I very much appreciate them. Judd, hope to see you on the Substacks too, man. The Q&As have not been the same without you. All the links everywhere, comments, chat description below. Did I miss anything? And one more by King Trust Issues right at the end, and last tenor. That's the tenor. You know what that means. One more at the end. King Trust Issues, Crimson King for the 10. Thank you very much, sir. One more for the road. Thanks for the show, guys. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in, boys. You make this shit happen. You know that. The Substack guys, the YouTube guys, the super chats, the guys who buy the book, all you guys make this shit happen. That's it from us. Thanks for being here. Rule Zero will be hosted by the man himself on Rolo's channel. And I think that's it from us. Take us out. Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
Inquisitive for the 5. Thank you very much. The rule still applies. You keep paying, we keep playing.
Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. $6 shrimp special!
There we go. Inquisitor Tibby with that generous 6 at the end. Damn, Jack, 5 breaths. I know. That audiobook narration stuff, that gives you some lung power. It does. That gives you some lung power. But thank you, Tibby. Thank you for noticing, and thank you for the 6. All you guys, thank you so very much for the donations. We'll see you guys next week. Again, Rule Zero is on Rolo's channel. And I'll see you guys there. Rob, take us out.
Ginger is Handy Ginger Gal, and she's a Canadian that expatriated to Costa Rica. She welds. She's growing a turkey farm and chickens in the jungle. You should check her out, but if you fuck around, you're going to find out.
Oh, you will. She does not like rude people, even less than I do.
Yeah. Oh, she's 0 tolerance, but she's a Gen Xer like me.
She's good people. Guys, we'll see you guys soon. Toodles.